Shit, welcome back to another episode of Producergrind Podcast. Sims and Carrington with me.
Yo.
We got Sims back. Sims back after
You know it.
a little hiatus.
Man,
But
get right.
shit, we got a special guest in the building today, bro. Worked with Lucci, Bankroll Fresh, 2 Chainz, Hood Rich Pablo, Johnny Cinco, 21 Savage, Boosie. Please welcome Fresh John.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Producergrind, you know what I'm saying? Been fucking with the boy since day one, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Yeah, man. I fuck with y'all boys at all times.
Shit, you know, our audience pretty much know you. If they wasn't tuned into the last channel, they saw some of the content we did with you. But for everyone that doesn't know you, you know, you just want to give them a little story about your come up and how you got into the game and where you at.
Okay, yeah, man. You know, Fresh Jones. I started off with the boy YFN Lucci. You know what I'm saying? I did like, I want to say like 5 songs on Wish Me Well, the first one. You know, we trying to get back in now and get something put on this album so we can go number 1. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I ran into 2 Chainz. I used to be signed to Street Execs. You know what I'm saying? That used to be my management. But now, you know, got all new management. So, you know, after that, but in between that, I worked with like a slew of people like Hood, Pablo, K-Camp, Bankroll Fresh, you know, Travis Porter at the time. Just everybody. I was fucking with everybody. I still fuck with everybody that was heavy.
When you start producing?
I want to say I started producing when I was like 16. I'm 27 now.
Okay.
So.
What got you into it? You just picked it up or someone introduced you to it?
Nigga, shit. Only way out. You produce?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got to do?
Me?
How else you gonna make it?
True. I'm in school right now, so I should be chilling.
Oh yeah, see, I ain't never go to school.
Right.
I ain't do no school, so that was my thing. Like I couldn't deal with school, so.
You know how to engineer as well too.
Yeah, I engineered too. Yeah, I was like one. That's what I really started off doing. Like I started engineering. Mm-hmm. I used to hang up on the FKI a lot, so I just used to watch them engineer like Travis Porter and different people like coming up. And then I just learned, like, I always wanted to engineer though. But then like as I started making money off beats, it was over for that. Ain't sending nobody chair. Can't do that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean I engineer when I want to, like when it's fun. Mm-hmm. Like I know I'm finna make a hit record, or I know I'm doing like real work. Then I engineer, but it's like a good outlet for like people trying to get in the game. Right. Like you definitely should engineer and produce. Then more people gonna tell you to pull up like more important people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I really got in. Like, and then I had to prove myself. Like once I learned how to engineer, and then I wasn't that far with the beats. Like, I knew how to engineer, but I wasn't that far with the beats yet. But I knew, like, in school, I took music theory and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I took real music, so, but I just couldn't graduate. Like, the academic part was, like, horrible. So, I just couldn't get through that. But I always did music. Like, I took piano classes and stuff like that. But that's not even a part. Half of the shit you gotta do to, like, get a placement or... Right. Get with or build an artist or anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still no got school can teach you. Like ages to go after you learn how to tap the keys and actually kind of put music together. So it's like, shit, all that came within due time though. Like, I was producing but I was good at engineering. So when I went to niggas, it was like, oh, nah, just engineer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like, nah, bro, I got some beats for you.
Yeah, like, they ain't want to hear my shit at first. So now, you know what I'm saying? Once it all meshed together, then you can make your choice of what you want to do. Like, okay, well, I'm going to produce, get my streams up. Well, now they got streaming, so it's, like, super easy for you to get paid for your music. So, you know, back then, like, nigga, you had to make an album to make anything. Because it was the mixtape era. Like I came in, like, popping during the mixtape era. So it was like, shit. Like, now.
The mixtape is the album.
Exactly. Like, it's easy to get paid off your shit. So.
When it was in the mixtape era, how were you getting paid? Like, how is it different in getting paid?
Well, you would get paid for, like, you'll get paid for beats.
Pull your mic.
You'll get paid for beats, but it's like you'll get paid for, like, in the street shit. Like, you'll have to do groundwork. Like, a lot of the shit now is, like, on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I caught the internet. Like, if I wouldn't have been internet savvy, then I would have kind of, like, fell into, like, a whole mixtape producer guy that just never got paid for streams. But it's like, shit, you gotta goddamn be internet savvy now. Like, I know a lot of producers, like, that's just not internet savvy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but back then, you ain't have to be internet savvy. You had to be able to hustle in the streets, like, groundwork. Like, actually, like, do, like, you might have to go to South Carolina with one of the biggest rappers that you could touch hands with and link with some people in South Carolina and figure out, can you sell some beats or, because you from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? People in Atlanta ain't gonna buy beats from you.
All right.
Just like if you're a producer in South Carolina, like, you gonna outgrow your market eventually, and then you gotta go somewhere else. So it's just like, shit. Back then you had to do groundwork. Like, now, it's like a minimum groundwork. Like, once you know somebody that can link you to somebody, like, on the internet, and then you get in that way or know somebody, it's easy to try to get to know somebody or be in the area where these rappers and stuff be at now, because you can just go straight on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Not just necessarily rappers. All artists. You can go right on the internet and see where they be at. Go link in. Back then, it wasn't like that. They had to grow to that. Like, first you had to get on live mixtapes, see who dropping the see who at the top page.
See who popping.
You know what I'm
See
saying?
who had top 25, remember at the bottom.
Yeah, they got down. It wasn't no Spinrilla. I can't remember when Spinrilla came in, like Spinrilla and my mixtapes and stuff like that. But they was small back then. Like, they was there, but they were, like, super small. Like, Spinrilla couldn't have never, like, I went to an event for Spinrilla, and it was actually, like, a savvy event. Like, they spent, like, a lot of money on it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. I remember when Spinrilla was just a straight just internet blog. Like, it wasn't too much. Like, if you had Spinrilla on your phone, you can get all the mixtapes for free and download them. That's how they got popular. You know what I'm saying?
You think dropping mixtapes is dead now, though?
Yeah. I would say, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you want to drop, like, some free music.
But it's free because everybody's got Spotify, everybody's got Apple Music. Like,
but see,
everything's free.
Like, the artists now, it switched up for artists too, because, like, you gotta know how to market your drop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, like, your shit could be on my mixtapes and Spinrilla and shit. But that's just if you want to drop some free music to anticipate whatever you got going on big, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should drop their shit to stream. Why not?
Who's the last artist that you heard of that dropped strictly on the free platforms? It wasn't on the. I can't think of any.
Like someone that just dropped on just SoundCloud or something.
Well, people do still drop a SoundCloud.
Yeah, like SoundCloud.
Yeah, like people still drop on SoundCloud, but I feel like SoundCloud fell into the Spinrilla, my mixtapes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like kind of fading out.
Yeah, like just because like Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all that shit took over. Like, and they incorporated in your phone bill now, or you gotta pay it. Like, if you ain't have to pay it, then like you don't have to pay shit to get my mixtapes or live mixtapes or you really don't have to pay anything. You know what I'm saying? And like people barely buy their premium packages and stuff like
On my
that.
mixtape.
Yeah, like they expect them to go to that and listen to your shit for free.
Right.
So say Future drop a single on my mixtape, he only dropping it to anticipate some big shit or to get everybody's attention. Like, oh look, yeah, it's a new song. Go over there to the free website and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then next thing you know, he dropping the #1 album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. The mixtape game is kind of like an anticipator now. Like, oh, you got a mixtape coming out? You just started. Got something together, huh? All right, let me hear it then. But you still got to work hard on the mixtape.
Now, what about hand-to-hand CDs? Because there's still some people doing that. How you feel about that?
Kill that vibe.
Over for it?
Kill that vibe.
Most people don't even have a
The
CD player.
the stores don't even sell CDs no more. So it's like,
You wasting your money.
you know what I'm saying? Why distribute your CDs? I mean, like, say you get super popular and you get a following. It'll be good to press up some hard copies then because it's like collectible items.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Or like vinyl or some shit.
Yeah, like or vinyl or something. Like a CD
Tape
is like
recorder.
a vinyl now. Like, you know what I'm saying? A vinyl, the artist is what makes the vinyl popular. Like you can have a James Brown vinyl, or you can have nobody James Brown vinyl, some kid that just was a singer. You know what I'm saying, back then. But the James Brown vinyl gonna cost way more than his vinyl that was out. But they might be wrapped in the same plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what's going on with CDs. It's a collectible item now.
Mm.
And I still got old Bankroll CDs, like, just loads of them shits just sitting in the garage. And them shits don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't really hold no value, but a person in the streets would love to have like a Bankroll CD just to put on their wall, like,
Collectible.
you know what I'm saying? So,
How did you link with Bank?
oh, we linked, what this is, 2018, maybe like 2009, 2010. We linked back then through my boy CO. Me and CO be kicking it. Like my best friend right there. So Bank used to come over there fucking with us and shit all the time. We had a bullshit set up then too. I think y'all came to my studio. I had a setup. It wasn't nothing like that one, so it's just like different.
What was the first song y'all put out?
I mean, the first song that mattered.
Yeah.
Shit. First song that really like mattered between me and CEO. I don't think. I can't really think. Cause I think we dropped a single before a Real Trapper. Well, yeah, Real Trapper was the biggest song that me and Bank dropped, like ourselves. But we got like a slew of shit that just never dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, got a hard drive full of shit. I was just with Strap the Fool this morning. Strap the Fool from Travis Porter. He had pulled up at my crib this morning. We was talking about it, going through some of that shit, but it was too soon. You know what I'm saying? But that shit ain't. I don't know. I'm trying to figure what label owning his name and shit like that so I can get him his music. Put it together. Cause I don't know who doing like the album and stuff like that. I don't know.
Is there a lot of complications with that, like clearances and all that?
I don't even know. I have no idea. I wish I knew though.
Cause isn't there another album coming out, a Bankroll album or something like that?
Yeah, they say it is.
You don't know if you got any music on there or what's going on?
Nah, they say I got some stuff on there. They did like a little listening, but I didn't go. I don't think I go. I think I was in New York at the time.
Now, how do you feel about like people putting out projects, you know, after people pass away? Like, you like see it as like a money grab or just like a paying homage type of thing?
I mean, it just depends on how they go about it. Like, I just feel like the bank situation, like they should be figuring out how they gonna do it, so they just don't let his fans down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like shit, I don't know. They should come together and figure it out. I don't know, but I left it alone a minute ago.
Let's back up a little bit and talk about the project with Lucci, because you say you did like 8 songs on there.
Yeah, I did like 5 songs on his first. I did like 5 songs on his first project. So lately, I've been trying to get back in with TIG. Now that I'm like not in a management contract, I've been trying to get back with TIG and figure out how I can, you know what I'm saying, help the situation, because we just had different managements. That's why we never really sat down and kept going. Like my management was doing what they was doing for me and getting me with 2 Chainz and these different people. So I ain't really had time to figure out why, you know what I'm saying, other business went straight. Because it's like, shit, I don't want to not have my future already in hand, you know what I'm saying? So, but I went to the, what that was? He had a listening party for his new single. I went to that. And then a couple of weeks ago, we was in the studio. And we just been
talking about the hit him up or whatever?
Yeah. I only went there though so I can link with, see the different vibes they be on, because it is a different vibe, you know what I'm saying, from what we had going on.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm trying to adjust.
Was it like structure? Just how they do everything?
Nah, it's just like how we was making music at first. He don't really make music like that no more. So you have to let them feel their vibe. Like, yeah, my music be the same. Like, I still make fire shit, and but I don't want to overdo the vibe. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be. I want to adjust to whatever he want to do for the album, because now he bigger, and we both make our money and shit like that. So it's more about the story and how he want to tell the shit. So that's what I'm on. Like, even with like Key Glock. I was talking to Key Glock like a year ago. I just passed the play to my boy CEO. Like, I don't really. I know I'm not like a trap music producer. You know what I'm saying? I want to do my vibe.
Yeah.
So it's like, shit, you know.
How you describe your vibe?
Hood melody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do trap shit. Like I was just saying, like, I just sent Chief Keef a whole package. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do it, but I don't embrace it like that. You know what I'm saying? I like making real music too, because that's what the game missing. Like, the new marketing, the new way of getting paid, everything is cool. It's just missing real music. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by real music? Like
nigga, like Rick Ross, nigga. Like,
that's what I had in mind. That's what I had in mind.
Production getting stiff.
Like Justice League. Like,
What you think it is? Just too much of a rush to put music out now?
no, it's just how people put music together now. It's not really a caring process. Like,
you mean like just popping in? Like,
I mean, nothing wrong with just popping in. It's just a mind thing. Like,
the
you
whole
gotta
creative
have
process.
the creative process of making hip hop music, rap music, R&B music, anything is it's a talent to be able to know how this shit's supposed to sound, how real music sound, how to mix classical with trap or trap with R&B. Like it's a talent to be able to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And like if you're an artist and you can't hear that, it's saturated with artists that can't hear that. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no ear. Like the ear is real rare nowadays.
Who are some artists that you think still putting out at least some type of good music? Or real music?
Who I like? Who I fuck with?
Who do you look forward to when you know they're about to drop?
I listen to niggas like Dave East.
For real?
Yeah. Let me go on my Apple Music thing.
Shit, Nipsey.
Yeah,
I know Nipsey.
Yeah, I listen to Nipsey.
Yeah, Nipsey.
That's that classic. Like that music will carry on forever.
Yeah, it just sounds full.
It's
I listen to Trouble.
Yeah,
You
Trouble
know
had a
what I'm
good
saying?
project.
I like Trouble. I like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD real cool. He like a new nigga. Like he one of the new ways. I feel like he got a good ear for music. You know what I'm saying? Like a damn near
just
superb
bigger
ear.
than just rap.
You know what I'm saying?
He
Like
listen to everything.
he could get on anything. NBA YoungBoy. I like Kevin Gates. Like I like the whole Louisiana scene right now. It's kind of cool. I like it.
It's almost like a difference between like a grown man that makes music and then someone that's like growing into a man. Like when you listen to Rick Ross, you know that's a grown man. Like
Yeah,
that's like
you know, he took his time on his music.
yeah,
like
right.
he ain't just flip one beat or try to wait on it. Like he might have actually called niggas in and gave niggas 100,000 and said, "Hey, bro, I need y'all to make me some beats." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I need real beats. Like
It's like
niggas not doing it. Like niggas not doing that nowadays. Like the
It's
only
like
niggas doing that is Thug, Young Thug. I could say Young Thug gets his producers and he treats them like they're signed to him or they're rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or he gonna make the $1 million off the production too. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that so much about Thug. Like he never left no producer behind. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now you think that's just like a different, like having a more like a business mindset towards looking at your like perspective towards your music. Like you said, making that investment, be like, yo, I'm gonna put 100,000 for the producers because I want something to create that's gonna last.
Yeah, or you can go through your email all day and try to find something.
Good luck with
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
Especially if it's out there, your email out there, you're gonna have a whole bunch of trash.
Say you got 100,000 followers, your shit popping. Nigga, you tell niggas to email you, you will be going through your shit for days
gonna have to
trying to
upgrade your
find
storage
what
on
you
your
looking
Gmail.
for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah,
Like,
even when we was doing the beat critiques, like nothing against the the beats that we got sent in, but like we listened to 180 emails only, like 2 or 3 emails that really like was like, oh yeah, that's hard, bro.
Right.
And you go through that many emails, any rapper's gonna lose a vibe. Be like, man, fuck it, man.
Yeah.
bro,
They gonna
you
retire to go
have
through
to
the
get it. You have nowadays, like, see me, I came in like in the middle. Like sometimes niggas look out for me, or sometimes they might be looking at me like, I don't know if we should give bro that 20,000 for that beat, but might go give a nigga like Beat Billionaire or somebody or higher. They'll get him that, but they'll get him that to remake the smaller person's sound. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
I
like
see what you're
fucked up.
How
You
can
know
how
what
can a
I'm
producer protect themselves from that? You really can't.
You can't. Like, it's damn near impossible. How you gonna fight with somebody that already got millions and, you know what I'm saying, they wanna put it in somebody's hands that they know can, you know what I'm saying, make it, remake it, or, you know what I'm saying, instead of just giving the man his credibility.
That's
you know
fucked
what
up.
I'm saying?
You think they could recreate it and have that same feel that the other producer could make?
Yeah, why not?
Would you ever know though?
Remember
If
Beat Demon said it happened to them when they was on the show?
I guess that's true.
Yeah,
But
like,
they said
how
it
would you
worked out
ever
in their
know?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
They
when
said it worked out in their favor though.
like when a certain producer, like a young producer, makes his beat, it's just something that like you can't. There's something intangible that you can't just go and recreate.
It's the original song is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't recreate the originality of some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like ain't gonna never sound the same. You might can make it a little bit better, or you can force it to somebody, but it's never gonna sound like the original. You know what I'm saying? If there is an original, like so, I just don't be respecting copies anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no copy. Give me the original, motherfucker. Like I don't want no copy that shit.
Worked it every time.
Now there's
like if the original producer ain't recreating the sound, or you know what I'm saying, like I feel like it ain't gonna sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like if the original producer is not working on the sound or creating the sound for a specific record,
right,
or producers, or it might be 2 or 3 niggas working on the beat. If it ain't them 2 or 3 niggas, I don't. You know
they can't just recreate that.
Like they can't just recreate. Nobody knows. They can either make it better or it's gonna be worse. They're not gonna recreate what originally was created. I don't care how simplistic it might be or anything. You know what I mean?
That's a fact though, because if you ever go on YouTube and look up beat remakes, like I don't think I ever seen one that was spot on. You know what I mean?
Or even
like
had
the
this,
bell
like,
just might be off. Like some just small sound just don't sound quite right.
Yeah, or they don't got the right sounds or drums or whatever the fuck.
Now I wanted to backtrack a little bit. When you were talking about dropping EPs, I remember you tweeted something about visuals, how people need to, I guess, tag along visuals when they drop music. You talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, like it's just something I just get tired of artists like hitting me up like, hey man, put me on, da da da, ooh, ooh. And I'll be like, man, you gotta put yourself on first. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where people get it twisted at. Like you gotta pay attention. Like you still gotta study and pay attention to the music game. Like I had this one kid, like he had all the total packages, but he like, man, I don't want to listen to nobody else's songs. And I'm like, bro, this nigga's out here way better than you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta listen to other niggas' songs if you want to get better. You gotta listen to the radio. You gotta practice every day. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron wouldn't be who he is if he ain't practice basketball every day. You know what I'm saying? Like
Or watch
study my own
MJ footage.
Yeah,
Shit.
had to
like you
watch a
can't
highlight.
study your own tape.
I'm like, shoo, that crossover was mean.
Damn, I did a good job.
Sure,
It was like,
look at that follow through.
I was just thinking, I'm like, bro, like niggas don't drop mixtapes no more because it's so easy to get paid. Like,
Off music.
so you have to drop an early project and keep dropping an early project until you build some anticipation to actually drop an album, because they don't sell CDs no more. So the actual value of an album has lowered like tremendously. Like, so everybody trying to make the word album back popular. So like, when you drop your body of work, like we want to be able to play your body of work, like as a fan. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't want to hear. Like I listen to your early projects, but I ain't gonna download them and put them on my phone. I might download particular songs, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I ain't gonna download your whole shit every time and stream it. Like, the early project is to test out what's gonna go, like what sound everybody like. Yeah. Like it's these 2 dudes, 2 new artists I like, and I'm waiting on like a solid project from, and they got singles on the radio. So, and they like picking up around the world. And they what's his name? You know, one name is Roddy Ricch.
Oh yeah, Roddy Ricch just dropped a project.
And one name is Flip De Niro. Yeah. So I've been hearing their song like real heavy on the radio, but they ain't really dropped no fire ass projects. Like I might flip through their previous projects and be like, oh, just throw this together. Like yeah, let me call my big homie. We need to throw this together, put it on our platforms. Yeah. Which is good. It's not, you're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? But when you actually grasp the attention, like, we want to hear that. We want to hear the real thing. We don't want to just hear.
It's like you use singles to get use singles to get the attention to bring them in to drop the body.
Yeah, like, and if you got a bag, then you go to the radio station.
You think that's a good investment?
Yeah.
Really?
Them same two dudes I just named, this is exactly what's going on with them. The labels that they're with are actually just going to the radio stations, paying the radio stations a bag. Like, they're choosing the right single and going to the radio station and giving them a bag. Like, this is how we gonna spread. Because labels, they was dying for a minute. Like, niggas, independent niggas like 21 Savage, independent. Oh man, he ain't never gonna sign.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he ain't signed yet.
He still hasn't to no major or none of that?
Man,
I thought he did sign.
Oh yeah, Epic.
I don't think he got like a record deal. You know what I'm saying?
Like the traditional standard.
More like distribution or something?
I don't know. But from what I be hearing, he's independent. Like, he receiving all his money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you as a producer? How, like, are you signed, or like what's your situation looking like? Are you still are you independent?
Nah, I'm independent at this point. I was always independent, so I get paid for like every stream. So
do you see any benefit for like producers signing to labels?
Yeah, if the artists that you like Turbo and Gunna, like, I would take a deal if I was Gunna's producer. You know what I'm saying? If he took a deal, like, if he took a major deal from a major label, I would take it with him. Cause it's like, shit, I know I'm gonna get paid up under the label deal too. You know what I'm saying? Right. But if your sound's like all around.
Yeah, what if it's like just like it's not that
hell nah. Yeah. Don't ever sign your rights away to them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got, cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't dropped nothing in like a year and a half. And I still been eating off streams. So it's just like shit.
I wanted to ask, because you had a couple weeks ago, you had posted like a 6-figure royalty statement or something like that.
Yeah.
You tell us about that?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I mean, drop some gems, for the producers watching, because that's what they looking
for. Like when you own your half of the actual when you own your half of the actual master, you get all the money. You know what I'm saying?
How can you ensure you own your half of the master? What do you do different than a less experienced producer that's getting taken advantage of?
Well, first off, you gotta sign up with a publishing company like BMI or ASCAP, and then you gotta go to these different award shows and events as you're working, like on your growth as like growing your database as a producer, like your catalog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You also gotta go and study these business seminars and award shows and shit that BMI be showing. Because now they actually invite people from the outside in. They used to didn't invite people at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't go to the ASCAP seminar or the ASCAP awards and learn nothing. You had to have an invitation. Like, now, like, if you sign up with them, they'll email you and tell you, like, RSVP, come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually had to have DJ Techniques take me to the BMI office, like right here somewhere, like close to here, and he had to tell them, like, oh, yeah, this Fresh Jones, this is what he do, that, and then at the time, what's his name? Byron.
Right.
Byron from BMI. I forgot his last name, Byron. His name was Byron. He was working there. He got a A&R position somewhere.
I think he had Warner.
Yeah, Warner.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. But he set my shit up like 2-3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and ever since then, I just been good with BMI. But like, I talk to niggas like Sunny Digital and stuff like that. They say you gotta pull up on them events and stuff.
So for every producer listening, you should be going to the BMI.
This is like connecting with rappers. Like, you gotta go connect with the people that work in the BMI building. they be at the events.
Would you suggest doing that even if you're a producer that ain't never had no placement or nothing?
Especially if that's what you're gonna do. First of all, if you're gonna be a producer, you actually gotta be serious about being a producer. Like, yeah, quit your job, go stay with your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be serious because you're gonna need all the help you can get. Like, for real. Because at the end of the day, it's 1 million producers. Like, everybody trying to kick the door down. So, if you move at your own pace and you link at your own pace with these artists, you know what I'm saying? You won't lose. Like, you'll find the best situations instead of just any situations. So it's like, shit.
What do you mean by move at your own pace? What do you mean?
Like, don't rush getting placements. Make sure you study on how to register all your songs before you go getting placements. Or make sure you know somebody from BMI. Or you just link with anybody from there, or you make sure you got somebody's number that can give you information. Make sure you call on a regular. Like, it's other stuff outside of, like, just making beats or learning music that you just got to do if you want to get paid.
And what else should they be doing? Besides, let's say, okay, so you moved in, right? You attending all these networking events. What else should you be doing?
First of all, you got to be building a catalog with niggas that's important.
And what do you mean by a catalog?
Even if you, like, say you good at
body of work, like yo,
like songs,
like every
like placements.
Like say you're an
right?
engineer too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to build your catalog because you would be recording to your beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to have those songs in your email that you produce all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the importance of the people that you should be doing actual music with. They actually gotta be somebody that's working just as hard as you. You know what I'm saying?
What if it's a producer that doesn't have any placements or doesn't have that catalog? What should they be doing?
I mean, to start,
get that catalog.
You gotta go out and get that catalog.
Yeah, you can't do nothing.
Like, say it's a concert, and it might not be a concert in a stadium.
Come a little closer, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it might not be a concert in the stadium, but it's a concert at a club. You go link with a rapper, bro. It's easy to link with rappers. I always tell people this, bro. It's so easy to link with rappers. Like, link with somebody in their crew.
Right.
It always be with 5 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, link with one of them. You ain't gotta go straight and just be like, oh, let me holler at the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Go holler at one of his mans. Like, hey, man, y'all be at the studio? Oh, yeah, I engineer too, bro. I pull up engineer. I engineer for such and such and such and such. You get there, they like, oh, damn, we ain't got no beats. Oh, I got beats, bro.
Right.
Just that simple.
It's like we're
off a club visit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just at the club, like, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, people got to utilize their location or, you know what I'm saying, for what they want to do. Like, I don't hang out unless it's some, you know what I'm saying, music people in the building. Like, I'm not going.
For fun, right?
Never.
So it seems like you really believe in having that secondary skill set, like being an engineer,
right?
Or like maybe a cameraman or something like that.
I mean, yeah. Like, if you want your shit to prosper faster, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't had no choice but for my shit to prosper at a certain speed. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure that I studied. I made sure I got on track. Like, as soon as I dropped out of high school, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I make sure I'm not down. So this is what I know. I know this is what I want to do, though. You know what I'm saying? So I put all my ducks in order, and I started off with Travis Porter. I was just sitting in their studio. Like, I was nobody then. Like, back then, they had a studio on Peachtree Industrial. Like, I used to catch the bus out there. You know what I'm saying?
Far.
Like, I used to literally catch the bus out there. Like, now they got Uber. There was no Uber at this time.
So it's even easier,
serious. No Uber at this time. Like, Like, I used to catch the bus out there, like, and literally before I had any cars, like, I used to go out there and just sit. I ain't doing nothing else. Like, shit, like, half my day, like, I would try to be making me some money somehow, maybe engineering or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, moving around, like, trying to cut in on some plays or something with my drug dealer friends. You know what I'm saying? Something, you know what I'm saying? But the other half of my day, I knew I was finna take the beats that I made in the first half of my day to them niggas, whether they recorded on them or not. And then at the time, those niggas like around like Spins, Jose Guapo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was saying these people were major then. Like, I was just sitting in the background. I'm like, I'm nobody. Just learning. What's good? You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting watching. And that all just started off a connection from my mom telling me that I grew up with Strap from Travis Porter. I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, shit, I don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember that, mom. Like, well, he's doing this with the music and and me and him linked. From there, everything happened till today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just seen him this morning.
Yeah, like, I just seen him this morning too.
You think you gotta go in with an attitude like, this is what I'm about to do, it ain't no plan B?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just right out, ain't no plan B. You just gotta look at it like that. Cause it's like, shit, like nowadays I be seeing like a lot of like kids and shit be stressed. Like, I be like, bro, like, I ain't really know how I was gonna start up. Like, I was the same way, but it's so many outlets now, like, for kids to do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be a producer? Oh, that's easy.
What's the biggest thing you think right now holding producers back? Young producers.
That's a good question.
Like what they talking about in the music, like drugs and shit. Like, you can't really be no drugged up producer. Like, it's like a lot of kids out here, they listen to the music that's going on, and they think they got to do that to be cool. Plus, they might have a producer talent. You might see it in them, or I might see it in them, but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They want to do drugs first.
He said you can't be a drug addict. I like that, though.
For real,
that's real
society
shit,
is teaching niggas to be drug addicts.
Nah, that's some real shit, bro.
No, for real.
So it's like, shit, I don't know. I ain't never did them to smoke weed, so
Yeah.
I don't know the feeling of drugs and, you know what I'm saying, what it make you feel like and shit like that. So I don't know. I know that's one problem.
I think that real music thing he was talking about earlier.
Yeah, like
Definitely.
real music,
Definitely.
like actually that starts in like your household and shit. Like whatever your mom and dad listen to, like, or whatever you grow up on, like that's what you end up really making. You know what I'm saying? As a big producer, like you'll notice what your inspirations was once you get to a certain level. But like now, they don't really care nothing about that shit.
But I think one thing you was talking about is that it's that honesty in music. Like, you don't hear a lot of honesty from even rappers in the beginning stages. Like, their music, it carries like most rappers. Well, not I'm saying most rappers, but a lot of rappers that are coming up now just talking about the same thing that everybody else is talking about. I'd rather listen to somebody that's just genuinely talking about, like, if you were a high school kid, talk about your problems that you're going through in high school, like, so you can look back and hear the progression.
Yeah, like I had this kid, right? And his name was Nell. And like I used to fuck with him when he was younger. Like his mom and shit used to bring him to me like, oh yeah, he want to do this rap thing, whoop. And now this nigga don't want to do nothing but auto-tune songs, but like he could really rap. Like Wiz type rap. Like I was like, bro, why you don't ever think about just rapping how you originally rapped? Like, going back to your roots, like, nah, bro, I like this sound. I'm like, bro, you on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should sound horrible. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit. And I'm real honest with any artist I work with, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll be letting them niggas know, like, hey, man, that shit was trash. That line was trash.
Now, what about
I don't think we should do auto-tune on this one. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real honest now because I actually got to say so. Like, niggas might respect my say-so. So when they ask me, like, hey, but what you think about that? I'll be like, not this one. Maybe the last one we did, we could fix that one into something, but this one ain't gonna work. I'm like, man, fuck that, this shit fire.
You said how rappers want to sound like other rappers. What about the producers that want to sound like other producers?
Man, if you try to sound like another producer, you should just stop producing because shit.
How do you create your own sound?
You sit behind that computer until you create your own sound. You sit in that motherfucker and you work your eyes open. You work them until they red. And then you'll know what your sound is when you get your first hit, though. Like, or your first big placement or what. Like, niggas, artists gonna tell you what they expected from you. Like, oh, I want a song like this one, or I want some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna let you know.
What if they want to sound? They're like, oh yeah, I want some Gunna type, acoustic guitar type shit.
Then you gotta know what kind of acoustic guitar type shit to put in there with the drums that they like, cause everything about drums. Like now, like certain artists like certain drum vibes, so. If they can find the right melody to go with their drum vibe, it's easy to please them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But doesn't that conflict with having your own sound though?
It does. It does. So, but if you already established a sound, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard because I already just kind of had like an established sound for a while. So. I know every time somebody asks me for some shit, they looking for some shit that they heard from Lucci or, you know what I'm saying, or they heard from a certain artist that I worked with. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll call me and tell me, like, hey, man, I was just listening to that motherfucker, such. You know what I'm saying? I need you to send me something now. And I'll be like, okay, he wants some shit on that vibe. But see, most like producers with a name might have a certain sound, but still have different sounds because you might work with this artist and that sound might not be necessarily what you did with this other artist that went up too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. Now it used to be like that. Like niggas used to have a certain sound. Like, now you got to be versatile because, you know what I'm saying? And it's more about having a name now, too. Like, you ain't got, like, no name and no image and shit like that. Like, niggas, you don't look cool. Like, niggas don't even want I'll be like, man, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a whole different...
You need Chanel just to play beats.
I had a question. You talk about everything now revolves around the drums. Do you feel like the modern drums kind of hold people back from being able to create timeless classics?
I mean, you should know how to create all drums. Like if you making a sample beat, you should know what drums to put on there for a J. Cole vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but not everybody's trying to hear boom bap, like boom bap drums. They want the 808s and stuff. So do you feel? I was like, what I'm thinking is like,
put it on that motherfucker. Even if sometimes J. Cole might want the boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might walk in and he might be like, oh
might
shit,
put the boom bap with
Metro
the
Boomin' feel today. Like, nigga, I ain't Metro Boomin', nigga. I'm in here today. You call him. Like, nah, he just wants some of that vibe. Like, he don't want to do Jay-Z vibes today with the weak ass kick and the fucking snap that's super loud. Like, he don't want to do that. He want to do hard trap snare and 808 to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody be versatile now. So, I don't know. Even with me, I'm glad I ain't just, because I feel like if I would have just been prone to just one specific sound, like, I wouldn't have made it. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have still been making that shit to this day. Like, oh, yeah, y'all don't think that shit hard? Nah, bro. We need you to switch it up. Man, niggas done told me that before. Like, hey, man, nah, that one ain't it. We need to switch that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, or play me some other shit. And then they'll choose a beat I made from 2014. I'll be like, oh, okay, I could have did that from the start. And played that motherfucker. You had me ready. I came here to make something. Like, no, this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, okay. Motherfucker from 2014. I'm gonna be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ever make beats on the spot for artists?
Yeah. Like right now, I feel like that's how Lucci working. Like, he wants you to come in and make beats for hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't want you to just come in and drop off the songs. Like, he wants you to come in and make beats for hours. Like,
what is he doing during that process, those hours?
Sitting right there smoking.
Just watching.
Have a couple girls come in, motivation.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to that point, like, the studio sessions are even different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ran out the whole day.
Yeah, they be in there all day. Girls pulling up, weed smoke going. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 or 3 different rooms. He got his little homies in the other room because at this point, the rapper got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, everything's all love. But nowadays, they want you to come work like super hard. You know what I'm saying? Like back maybe 5, 10 years ago, like, if you had your own sound, it was easy to come in and create your sound, and that's what they wanted. It was a part of the album. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe 1 or 2 songs came from DJ Spins. You know what I'm saying? We needed that sound. But like now, it's so saturated with more young sound, more young producers. Like, we don't just need no specific sound. It's just off how the artist feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got any predictions for how the sound, the next wave sound?
I don't think it's gonna change no more, bro. Like that. Like, everything's still the same to me. It's just fashion is more important. Like, image, fashion, traveling is way more important now than it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago because it's like, shit. Like, nigga, I never knew what Cali. Like, it's like it was 3 markets running music entertainment. Like, now everybody market picking up. Louisiana, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was just like
mixed in with New York, Atlanta,
Chicago,
LA, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? DC even got their own scene. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, shit. Like, everybody is, you know what I'm saying, picking up now when it used to just be Atlanta, New York, and LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, now everybody, you got artists from everywhere. Like, shit, I was just in New Orleans. I'm trying to tap into the New Orleans scene. They making good money. You know what I'm saying? NBA Youngboy and then see all of them. They don't sound the same, but it's a sound. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you go down there and you cap in, you learn how to, you know what I'm saying, do what they do. Yeah. Like, it's easy. All you gotta do is type in your BMI number after you link with Youngboy and Kevin Gates and Boosie, and you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, like, Boosie made me want to go down there. Like, to Louisiana. Like, I worked with Boosie. I used to be scared of the boy Boosie. Like, nigga, killer. You know what I'm saying? A real killer. You know what I'm saying? And I met him in Streets X one day. He was like, I don't know, little bro. I'm fucking with you. We did like 5 songs. I still got 3. You know what I'm saying? He gave me the songs. He's like, yeah, bro, yours, bro. Do your thing. Like, I was like, shit.
Like, meaning you could put them out?
Yeah, like, I could put them out.
That's another thing I want to talk to you about, too, because you have posted on your IG like one of the songs was under TN2, right?
Yeah, that's my publishing company.
So what is that process like? Like as a producer, and you put it out under your own publishing?
Well, see, this year I signed a pub deal, so like I had to create a publishing company, like in order for me to have a pub deal. Like I ain't never had no pub deal, so I was just getting all my money to me, like personally. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to expand, you know what I'm saying, I had to have a business. So I created TM2 Publishing, you know what I'm saying? And it's just my own publishing company. And I had got a pub deal with these people called The Administration, you know what I'm saying? And they linked in. And now I get 50% from my company, you know what I'm saying? And then 50% go to my real name. So that way if I want to leave my kids the company, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got money.
They'll still get paid like throughout the years. So, and that's why I stepped back for like a year too, because I had to get that together. I just had 2 little girls. So
congratulations.
I had to make sure like all my shit in order, you know, just in case anything happened. I'm traveling the world and shit like that. Make sure they straight.
Now, do you think that's a way for producers too? Is not just waiting for the artist to put out the song, but being like, "Yo, can I put this out?" Like as a Fresh Jones featuring Boosie type thing.
Nah, you gotta ask them niggas now. You gotta ask these artists, bro.
No, I'm not talking about that. Like actually, like seeing if it makes their project versus being like, "Yo, bro, is it, like I want to put this out."
Even still, then they be tripping. Like not the artists, like
Label.
like different companies, labels and shit like that. They be tripping like, oh hell no, bro, you not finna drop that. You know what I'm saying? Because the label ain't getting paid. Like yeah, the artist might not give a fuck about getting paid, but he need to call us and tell us that he approved his message and that he fuck with you, or they need to send us an email or something because we don't see you with him every day. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like a halt on me really dropping music, because I want to make sure all my relationships correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got a bunch of Lucci songs or shit we did back in the day, or got a bunch of bank shit that we did, or you know what I'm saying? I even got a 2 Chainz, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna drop it unless they know. You know what I'm saying? Like hell nah.
So what would happen if you were to put those out?
They gonna take it down, like platforms and shit. They take that shit down.
So how is that any different from like a indie artist buying a feature from one of those artists and putting it out?
They even be taking their shit down now.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, clear.
You don't be hearing them niggas. A lot of niggas be complaining about that.
I swear I ain't never heard.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Be spending money.
Yeah.
Still gotta take it down because the label be like, nah.
Yeah.
So what does that look like? You pull up on the label and chop it up, or?
That's the.
Nah, you gotta call whoever the manager. Like if you got a feature from somebody, you clearly linked with their manager or somebody to get them the money and give you the song. It's just like shit. Tell them to give you the right paperwork saying that they consent to you selling the song, because at this point nobody, like, free music don't exist.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it is out here, like you still got Spinrilla, my mixtapes, this, that, and the third. But like free music don't exist. Like, nigga, you gotta have your shit monetized because we don't know if you get money off it or not. That's how the platforms and shit look at it. Like, boy, we don't know if, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, you ain't finna get us sued by a little baby. You know what I'm saying? Talking about we let you drop the song and all that. Like,
so is that something?
You need to go ask a little baby, like, tell a little baby, like, to tell his people to send us an email, like, you know what I'm saying?
And so it's something as simple as that?
Yeah, it's something as simple as that. Like,
is that something you should try to handle if you have intentions of doing it right in the beginning?
No, you should handle shit like that before you even drop your song or your project.
No,
like,
I'm saying, like, right when you're dropping the bag, you know, for the feature or whatever, like, should you also mention, be like, and bro,
yeah,
before I give you this money, I want to make sure this happens.
I want to make sure I can sell my music, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's cool with you, can I make sure you know what I'm saying? Get me, back off of it if it blow. You know what I'm saying? And bro, artists don't have no problem with that at all, neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be some old artist shit. I seen you down there burn relationships, burn bridges, like, hey man, fuck that. My little baby done told them to take my song down, or motherfucker, Gunna told them to take my feature down, bro. And it ain't even the artist, bro. Right. It's the platform, like, telling you, like, get your business in order because we can't take the fall for you. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't take the fall. Then that artist call us and say, hey man, we ain't tell them they could drop that. You know what I'm saying? Or they could sell that. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it all go left from there when you could have just hit them from the beginning when you spent $50,000 on a feature or $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Because music people will take advantage of you. They won't tell you that you need to do all that. It's a quick transaction. Come on, $20,000. All right, come on, let's do this verse. You know what I'm saying?
We'll figure everything else out after. Once you figure out, it gets taken down.
And then when you start talking too much about that to the artist, they're gonna tell you like, oh yeah, just holler at my manager. He gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? And now it's on the manager.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It's on the company or whoever handling that business. You know what I'm saying?
And it might never even get handled, right?
It might not. If you're dealing with some phony ass people. Or some dumb ass people that don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, send emails. Well, it's a simple email. It's a consent form. Like, shit, oh yeah, he can sell the music. You know what I'm saying? Or a split sheet. Like, even if you get somebody to sign a split sheet, it's cool.
For real.
Like, if you come in with your own split sheet, like, all right, I'm going to sign my half. You said little baby, you here? I signed. Here go to $20,000. You know what I'm saying? This my split sheet right here now. I got the physical one. You know what I'm saying?
And they respect it.
They respect it, bro. It's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's not gonna be like, hold on, bro. I ain't signing.
You trying to do good business? What's going on?
Nah, because you take a split sheet to a manager. A manager know what any real manager in the game know what a fucking split sheet's supposed to look like. They have split sheets on apps now. Like for the independent artists who might not have features and shit like that. Like they have the split sheet apps now. Like say me and you, we start rapping today. We got something, but I don't trust you. I want to make sure I get paid too. We make good music. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna both get a account on this app. Make sure we both get paid the proper money for this, because if we blow, you know what I'm saying, I want to hear your mouth about my half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like shit, bro. It's all about staying on top of your game, bro. I ain't graduate school and none of that shit. So and I ain't take no course. This shit all Google. You know what I'm saying? Like
Google University.
Yeah, like
YouTube University too.
Right.
Facts.
it ain't that hard. It just needs to be on drugs. Needs to be on a lot of drugs, so it'd be hard to read. You know what I'm saying? Write and shit like that. So you gotta actually stay on top of shit like that. Like even if you got somebody else staying on top of it, like, oh yeah, I got this chick with me. This is what she do. She studied the music game and make sure my shit's straight while I rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I've seen so many situations that work out like that too. Cause it's like shit. Somebody gotta handle your shit while you get creative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard being creative and be the businessman.
I'm hiding my management people now. I don't want nobody talking to who manages me. You know what I'm saying? Until I'm fully ready to be out on the scene and shit like that. Then you'll meet them like, oh, okay. Like, but see, like, people like, y'all, I know y'all. You know what I'm saying? We already did shit before, so it's like, we finna come in here with the management crew. You know what I'm saying? But I go to Cali. I'm with Chief Keef at a concert. Like, I got two people with me. My manager guy, and it's my assistant. And they finna go work while I smoke. You know what I'm saying? And do politics with Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about having a good solid team too to handle your business and they know where you want to go.
Now,
you know
when it comes to hiring managers, you suggest hiring friends or not hiring friends?
I mean, you don't need no manager until you got a lot of shit to handle.
And then you want to reach out to someone that really knows what they're doing.
Nah, you need somebody to like grow with you. Like that, I made a mistake like that. Like you need somebody around you, like a childhood friend, or like somebody that's around. Everybody got somebody that's around them every day, bothering them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this my boy. Like, you teach them people how to get rich with you too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you're going to get rich one day. Like, that's why a lot of producers be like super loners. Like, like they might have millions of dollars, like, but you know what I'm saying? They don't really trust nobody to be managing them millions of dollars and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, shit. You always, I like that. Shit, I know my people. And I break bread with my people and everything. You know what I'm saying? We just plotting right now. We ain't even did nothing yet. But I wanted to make sure that they knew that I got them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. Like keep on with regular life. But I got y'all when it comes to what I'm teaching y'all to manage. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. Everybody don't need no manager. You gotta put in footwork first. That footwork is crazy. Like, if you ain't ready to put in the footwork as no producer, you gotta put in footwork in like 4 different cities too. Like shit. That shit crazy. I still be going, like, even when I go to like Texas and other states and shit, like I still be working on music shit. I might be in a studio in Texas more than shit, you know what I'm saying? But I know 5 years from now I'm gonna be done met so many people in Texas that I might be hopping out the plane making $10K or more every time I come. You know what I'm saying?
Planting them seeds, right?
Planting seeds. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Got to plant seeds.
All right, so we got a little segment on here we call Overrated, Underrated. We give you 5 different topics, and when you just simply respond overrated or underrated, and we feel like we want a little explanation, we'll go into it.
Okay.
All right, so cool. On the first topic on overrated, underrated, we got rap snacks.
Overrated. I only ate them like once.
What flavor?
It was back when they was like, when they started talking about like a dab of ranch, sour cream and the dab of ranch.
Oh, the dab of ranch and the Migos.
Migos. Yeah, Migos.
All right, next topic we got producers signing with labels. We kind of already covered that, but what you feel like overrated, underrated?
You said what again?
Producers signing to labels.
Overrated. I don't think it's really neither, but I'm not finna sign. I wouldn't sign to no damn label unless it made sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, when you said that, I see Turbo. I know Turbo.
Right. YSL.
And Gunna, they got Plex now. You know what I'm saying? 1 year. You know what I'm saying?
1 year.
They signed to Thug. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't think Turbo signed to Thug, but I know Gunna signed to Thug. Like, that's not a big situation at all, but shit is working for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Turbo, the producer, he getting everything. He gonna get everything. He not gonna, if he ain't signed to YSL, he gonna get all his money.
50%.
Hey man, I knew Turbo when he was I want to say I was in 12th grade. I knew his sister. He been making beats for about at least 10 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid, he's blessed early. So he got a long way to go. Like, people wouldn't even understand though, because he come from the same side of town I come from. So People wouldn't even understand. Oh, I hope he didn't sign to no label. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll be riding Lambo next year. I just seen him posting a Camaro. I was like, yeah, well, we're going to be a Lambo, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you.
All right, it's real money to be made.
Bro, it is.
And you don't need to have no number one or nothing.
You don't need to have no number ones. Yeah, like, them boys got like a couple number ones now, but I ain't never had no number one. I make good money. I should be coming in. No cap.
Now this next topic is something that, like, I feel like a lot of producers would like to hear, but we feel like buying software or cracking it over, like buying software instead of cracking it, overrated or underrated?
Underrated, because I pay a nigga to crack all my software.
We don't mean like that. We mean like buying it from the actual company, like paying full price for it.
Oh, I ain't never bought no software, bro.
We might have to
We gonna put you out bad.
I ain't never bought no software, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I tried to buy Reason, Reason 10 when it first came out. I know how to use it. Like, I started on Reason. So, I started on Fruity Loop, but I made all the Lucci shit on Reason. So I was just downloading Reason just so I could have it. And I'm glad because my card declined, but I had to call the bank. You know how when your shit declined, and my shit don't like to make online purchases because I told them to block all online purchases, but I forgot. And out of grace of God, that bitch declined. I was like, hell no, I ain't buying that shit. $500. That shit was $500 at the time. I was like, I'm glad my shit declined. I called them folks. They was like, oh, you wanted to go through? I'm like, no.
Never mind.
I changed my mind. No.
So what you use now? Fruity Loop?
I use everything. MPC. Sometimes I might mix my MPC melodies with the Fruity Loop. I might mix my drums, you know what I'm saying? I might make the melodies in Fruity Loops and put them on MPC, do live drums. Like, sometimes it'll be all over the place. Other thing I don't use is Logic. I don't use Logic, and I don't use shit like Ableton and shit like that. I don't use that. But Fruity Loop, MPC, Reason, any outboard, anything outboard, I know how to plug it up and use it, like motifs and shit like that, phantoms. And I learned that from Zay, like watching Zay in my early years. Like I said, I'm 27, so when I was like 22, nigga, Zay was going crazy, nigga. I'm talking about beyond me. Crazy. Nigga, I used to go sit in Patchwork with Bank, like me, Bank, and Cassius, like this back when Cassius ain't, you know what I'm saying? He was just a abundance.
He
like,
was trying to get right.
He was just he always been just fire though.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I ain't even gonna lie, Cassius is in like my top 10 producers, bro.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
Cassius said he pretty much can play better than Zay. Like, he pretty much, like, yeah.
I don't know about that.
He said,
He
said,
Zay might just make better beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, Zay might be funkier on the MPC.
I can see that. I can see that.
But Cassius you might be right.
He might sound cool, but he might be right.
You might be on. Cause Zay drums is fucking outrageous. Now Cassius, he might rush the drums sometimes. We be doing beats together. We got a couple of little beats together. We did this shit with Bank and Count One called Spider. And they, you know what I'm saying? We did that beat together. Me and Cassius always link up and do a lot of vibes. But I don't know, them niggas inspired me. Cassius and Zay, that's who inspired me to like really fuck with the MPC. Them and C-Note. Like
C-Note.
Yeah, I'm real cool. I'm real cool with Honorable C-Note. And him and Zay down there taught me how to use the MPC, but they don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know they taught me how to use that one.
Just from their cook-ups and shit.
Just from being around their cook-ups and seeing them niggas live in action. Like nigga, I watched the Cashiers make Hot Boy. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, that shit inspired me to get on that MPC because I just learned it probably 3 years ago. I was just fucking with Fruity Loops and Reason. Now it's lit. I get right on that motherfucker beard there. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't even easy. I was trying to adjust niggas like Lucci to like the MPC sound, shit like that. But see, it's like they don't know what sound they like. Like he like lower quality. Like he like beat straight out of Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? Like I might have to go with 2 Chainz. I gotta pull out my MPC because he want that hard hitting shit that, you know what I'm saying, that live sound shit. Like everybody know Fruity Loop is low key fake sound. You know what I'm saying? Like the quality ain't just.
What you mean, like on the export?
Like the quality.
Yeah.
Like the finishing quality. You know what I'm saying? Like fake sound.
Like,
so
you would have to break it so down. Far. Like,
you can only go so far
with digital. Like so analog is just like full.
Yeah, like
it's full. It's
like
different.
I make a beat on a motif and an MPC, and 5 minutes I'm done. This shit sound like gold. You know what I'm saying? Mix. Like you don't have to mix it because all the sounds is already top quality. You know what I'm saying?
Now you using like an old school MP or like still software MP?
Nah, I use any MP like studio live. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a studio at the crib, and then I got a Renaissance at the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like any MPC is the same control, but it's just the sound coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the sound coming out of Fruity Loops is kind of like cheesy. You know what I'm saying? So you have to break everything down and then put it into Pro Tools in order for it and mix it for it to sound
the fullness.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of my boy, see, artists don't know that, but you know what I'm saying? Like if it ain't sounding right on their rough draft, they throw the song away. You know what I'm saying? Like the song might get thrown away because the beat ain't spread it out, and then you got some artists, nigga, they rough drafts sound good on the cheesy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you expand it sound even better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. Like, I don't know, I like doing it. It depends on how I wake up in the morning. I ain't gonna lie. Like, however I wake up in the morning, whatever I feel like hearing, sometimes I want to hear that goddamn quick Fruity Loop sound. Like, I want to hear like 5 of them motherfuckers over and over in my head, just keep hearing them. Like, okay, that's what they, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This how they doing that shit. Like, but then I get on my MPC, niggas can't duplicate that. Mm-hmm.
So when you're using FL, do you export the wave? Like, let's say you make the whole beat, right, in FL. Will you export all the wave files to Pro Tools and then mix it in Pro Tools? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
To give it that more
but see, some people, you can't really do that every time you make a beat.
Right, because that's a long process.
So you wouldn't know if the beat is full from Fruity Loops until the artist helps you decide that.
Like, bro, it sounds kind of thin or something.
Nah, he would have to put his vocals over it for you to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the end product isn't usually the beat, it's usually the song. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the beat, the beat's done. Okay, you add the vocals on. Nah, everything need to be put together as one.
Yeah, like that'd be my problem with Fruity Loops. Like, I might make a bunch of beats on there, but then I gotta go through them with the artist. Whichever one he like is the one I would probably just take and break down and put into the session and shit like that, because it ain't like, the quality ain't like an MPC. Like, I get to making some shit on the MPC and I can bounce it right out and throw it into Pro Tools. And You know what I'm saying? It's gonna sound just the way the nigga was humming it in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the way he was rough driving over it, it's gonna sound like that. On the Pro Tools, minus Fruit Loops, nigga, you goddamn, you gonna have to go through a lot of Fruit Loops beats before you just find that one. You know what I'm saying? Because the producer might get caught up and get to making the same, you know what I'm saying? The same shit. Or I find myself doing that sometimes. I'll be like, damn, that beat sound like the last one I made. Like, nah, let me get on my MPC. Let me get to hearing some real flutes and shit, because this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, shit. Both sides work, bro. Both sides make #1 records. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Just know how to work all of it. Because Zay will come in the room and show you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you in the corner like, oh, man, I ain't even making beats no more, man. Oh, okay, y'all producer. This is real live. Y'all really do this. Y'all making beats. You might go in a room with DJ Plug and Bobby Critical, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna feel like that because Plug do the MPC too, and Bobby Critical do it. So they might mix it in, but you wouldn't know because you just hear them creating the vibe. You know what I'm saying? But Zay come in any room, we got down. He'll make you mad, especially if you let him plug up. I'm like, oh, who here? But see, he one of them producers too that like to do the shit on spot. Like he'll
almost
listen,
like a performance.
Yeah, he'll listen to your latest records first. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna give you a Zay sound, but he gonna listen to all your latest records first. You know what I'm saying? Maybe about 10 of them. Like if you ain't got 10 songs, he probably ain't even gonna work with you or some shit. He be like, damn, you ain't got no songs for me to hear? Trying to figure out what vibe I want to go on, you know what I'm saying? For you. But you know.
I think a big piece of him like playing in church every Sunday and like going through like having to go with the choir, like if the choir switch it up to a different scale or just switch it up, like that whole, I think that being in that atmosphere, that musical atmosphere is what also plays into him, like making beats on live and then like live in the studio session, listening to people, having to listen to their music and then creating for them.
Yeah, see, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Hidden Cash taught me that. Like, I can't even work with no artists if they can't play some shit for me. Like, I gotta get high. You gotta play that shit for me. I gotta figure, you know what I'm saying? Even if you like a big caliber. Like, even when I walk in the studio with Lucci, the first thing he doing is playing all the songs he did the previous week, 2 days ago, until I'm actually sitting there, like, tired. Like, damn, bro. Well, you know, let me play some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain artists are like that. Like, they already know, like, shit, before you get to playing beats, bro, you need to go ahead and know what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna tell you that.
They just filter through it, yeah.
They ain't gonna tell you that. They just gonna get the blazing playing something like, oh, okay. So you listening, right? You know I want to hear this type shit right here, right?
Don't play me on that other stuff.
Yeah, like, don't play me on that bullshit. I want to hear this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about the different artists, too. So,
got about 4 minutes. Oh, it's still a couple left, right?
I mean, yeah, it's a couple left. I even forgot we was on Overrated, Underrated. But yeah, I guess we got
one more.
Runtz.
You said Runtz?
Yep.
Like the weed?
Yep.
I don't smoke Runtz. Smoke gas. I was just recently trying to get this nigga Money Man to goddamn record on my shit. I'm waiting on this nigga. I need that plug. Y'all like Money Man?
Money Man going platinum in the streets.
Man, what?
No cut.
I ain't gonna lie, I like Money Man. I fuck with Money Man. He talk about all the weed too.
He know what's going on.
So we don't smoke Runtz. You know what I'm saying?
Why not though? It's not fire.
I just think that's just a sweet weed, like
it's commercialized.
Yeah, like that shit just commercialized. Like if I wasn't a guy like cause no cap, CO asked me about this shit all the time, like Runtz and gelato, and I be like, "CO, bro, I've been to Cali like 5 times. Like, I understand you and Key Glock is popping right now. You know what I'm saying? I love both of y'all. I love all the music. But nigga, I've been to Cali 4 times this year. I don't want no Runtz. I smoke that shit in
Ain't no
January.
Runtz in no Cali dispensary.
What you fuck with
You know what I'm
OG?
saying? Nah, they got it in the streets out there though.
What you fuck with OG?
Yeah, all OG. Any OG. Skywalker, motherfucking Platinum, motherfucking Rude Boy. Any OG. Serene me the OG. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just try to sell me some bullshit. Some motherfucking gelato 36 and all that shit. I be like, bro, I just came from Cali, bro. There's no such thing. Matter of fact, they don't. It is like what they said like that. I was just in Cali. They tried to sell me some white Runtz. It wasn't Runtz. It was white Runtz. That's some shit like
White
that.
one's real though. I mean, it came from the real company.
They got the pound bag of Runtz. So I feel like unless it's coming in the bag, it ain't no official shit.
Yeah, I'm an OG guy. That's it.
I feel you on that.
I fuck with the gelato. I like the gelato. I like the cookies. But I don't know, it's too much going on now. It's like the end of this year, like 5 different weeds. Yeah. That's what I think here. I think that's what they doing. I think a nigga got a hold of the bags. He got a hold of the
Counterfeit.
the plastic bags.
Or made his own.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
You never know in
Got a
Atlanta.
sticker printer, everything,
feel
label
me?
printer.
You can go online, man. You can get some packaging made up. It ain't nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know in Atlanta, bro.
Shit, bro, man. We appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You know, I'm always putting up fucking with y'all.
Another dope episode, man. Signing up.
Yeah.